Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2016 Buick Envision, we're going to be showing you how to install the Curt custom fit trailer wiring harness. Before we do that though, we'll take a minute, check this out, and make sure it's going to work for you. Whenever you're pulling a trailer around, you're going to need a way to power up all the lights on it, right? That way you're safe and legal. And that's exactly what a kit like this is going to do. So it's going to be the standard 4-way flat type connector, which is really common for the types of trailers that the Envision will be pulling. So if the wiring on your trailer side looks something like this kit's gonna work for you. So it'll plug into your trailer and send all those appropriate signals back. So you'll get your taillight signal, your right turn signal, left turn signal, as well as your brake lights. One of the nice things, these Buicks come with these detachable panels that kind of cover everything up. And so if you mount your wiring next to your trailer hitch, whenever you're not using all this stuff, you can put that panel back up into position and keep everything hidden. That way you don't have to see a wiring connector back here all the time. Aside from that, there's really nothing to it. It's a custom fit wiring harness, and so it utilizes a factory connector that's located back here. So that brings me to my next point, which is installation. Definitely one of the easier ones out there to do. You literally plug it in, kind of run your wire over here, zip tie it or mount it up, however you want to do. And then you open up the trunk, take a little fuse panel down, check for a couple of relays. If you have them, great. If not, you just push them into place, and that's all there is to it. So just about anyone should be able to get this done. But if you plan on installing it yourself, feel free to hang around. We'll go ahead and get started on it now. To begin our installation, we're going to be here at the back of our Buick, and if you haven't removed this detachable panel already, we need to get it off. And so that's just held in place with two T15 torque spit screws. Get them out, and then this will just pop out of place here. Now we're going to need to locate our factory connector plug, which it's on the driver's side, kind of up right here in this area. This is the connector that we're looking for. All right, and usually there's what's called a dummy cap connected to it, which is just essentially a cover that plugs onto this to keep the terminals protected. Ours doesn't have it. It's been removed at some point, I guess. But if yours has it, go ahead and get it removed. Usually there's a red piece of plastic that you can pull back on with your finger and then push down on the middle of that cap, and it'll pop off and allow you to get that out of the way. But with that done, now you can take your new trailer wiring harness, and the end of it's going to match up with the connector. You're just going to plug that right in. Once you got it plugged in, you can route it over towards your trailer hitch. So pretty straightforward. Just kind of ran it along there towards the back of our vehicle. So you're just going to route it, towards your trailer hitch, and really nothing to it. Whenever you are routing stuff, make sure to do your best to avoid any hot or moving or sharp metal pieces, things like that. Here's how I ended up getting ours mounted up. Like I said, brought it to the hitch, just use a zip tie to secure it. That way we have access to it. You can do it this way, or if you'd rather get a bracket and kind of, permanently or more of a fixed mounting solution, you can always do that as well. What you can do now is open up your hatch, and there's a panel here that we need to check and see if there's relays in there or not. So on the driver's side, this is the panel. You pop that down. And in our case, we do not have the relays installed. And I feel like this is real hit or miss. Sometimes a vehicle will come factory equipped with them in there. Other times we'll have to use the ones that come with the wiring kit. So we're looking for these two. All right. Like I said, the wiring kit's going to come included with the relays in case you don't have them. And these are pretty straightforward. Simply just push them into place. They only go in one way, so you really can't mess them up. But we'll get them popped in, and now we can test everything to make sure it's working right. To test your wiring, I suggest using a tester like this as opposed to using your trailer, because if your trailer has any issues, it might mislead you into thinking it's something wrong on the vehicle side. But with that in mind, we'll try out our taillight signal. We'll hit our brakes. We'll use our left turn and our right turn. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Curt custom fit trailer wiring harness on our 2016 Buick Envision.